Welcome back to Championship Sunday. Eon Instinct down 1 game to Status Quo. Status Quo just winning that capture the flag on Countdown. Very impressive showing, but we are going in to capture the flag on Zealot, Chris.
Our #1 team's coming into this event. Our #2 team coming into this event, facing off to just get into the top 4. Remember, loser is going to be 5th or 6th, depending on who they play and how they play in their console match. But now, game #4, like you said, it's going to be Zealot, capture the flag. And this is a game type that Instinct has notoriously been very dominant on.
Yeah, Instinct, we saw them absolutely destroy in pool play in this game type, coming out. And actually, we saw them destroyed last night. That was the only game they were able to take from Dynasty. And because of that, you know, they won 5-1, so it'll be interesting to see. Instinct runs a 2-2 strategy. They send 2 guys to gold, and they send 2 guys to top middle. But Status Quo seems to be getting the better hand as this. Actually, no, they are not. Enable actually killed himself with that grenade, and Flamesword is the only one alive as Instinct is running a flag.
And Roy is going to be running this flag with his twin brother guarding his back, who's going to pop Flamesword, and Instinct's going to be the first team on the board, taking a 1-0 lead in just 30 seconds.
Instinct looking very solid. And you know, Chris, really the story I have for here is, where is Roy? Roy has not showed up to this event.
Roy, I'm an uncharacteristic bad time here in the tournament. I'm sure, you know, you're going to look at the stats, he's going to see it very positive, but that's because he's been playing a lot of these other weaker teams. It seems in these big games, he's not having the effect that he's been having in previous tournaments.
That is definitely going to come into a factor here. But on the other side, Chris, I questioned Ace during the pool play prediction. I said he really needs to show up. He is my X factor for this team, and he is just doing that. I am very impressed with his showing so far.
Everyone on Status Quo, just watching these screens, they've been incredible, and it's just Enable himself. You know what? When they won Dallas, Enable was the Q factor. He was essentially the one that would basically carry them team in good situations, and you can see it again, the kid is just going off constantly.
I want that pen.
You're not taking the pen.
I want the pen. All right, but now back into the game. Status Quo is going to be running the flag bottom middle. Assault has the landing lock. Ace is coming off the respawn, and Enable now will be helping Flamesword out, but Flamesword's going to be taken out as Roy is going to be there, and the flag will be returned, so good job, Roy. Status Quo unable to convert, but Assault picking up a headshot here. He is going for a double kill on Instinct, and because of that arrogance, he is going to be taken out.
Enable, though, picking up the grenade launcher. Sees Roy in the corner, but a little bit premature on exploding that grenade. But, you know, he's going to fall down, find an Ogre 2, not paying attention, and it looks like Status Quo again setting up for a pretty quick flag cap.
Yeah, and I'm really seeing from Status Quo here is they're running holograms a lot, Chris, and I don't think Instinct is prepared for that.
They weren't guarding the landing, though, and you can see on Enable's screen as the rest of Instinct starting to spawn in that power position. But you see Enable just consistently running around the Instinct base, just finding all these one-shots, tough shots against Ogre 2. He's going to end up getting the assist as Assault will take it out. But you're right, Scott. Status Quo definitely running holograms a little bit more, and I think that's working out in Instinct's favor as they are able to push back Status Quo every time they're going for the flag.
Yeah, and you know, if you're going to run holograms, you have to at least send one guy to the landing. That spawn will destroy any flag opportunity you could possibly conjure up, and now we are seeing as Roy is going to be sitting top middle with the sniper. Lunchbox is going to be pushing top gold. Pistola is in a battle bottom middle, and now Roy is dropping down to help him out, and he is going to be taken out. So that is going to be 2 down for Instinct as they are running in their second flag, and that is Pistola, and he has a fumble as the members of Status Quo will now have a chance, but they are unable to convert on that. Golf clap around for Instinct, putting in their second cap.
Instinct taking a 2-0 advantage. Pistola doing great bottom middle. He actually threw the flag up the landing and then fought Enable bottom middle, able to actually outshoot him. And now Pistola on a spree as Roy's coming around the flag and is going to be running it landing as all members of Instinct are going to be guarding him.
Oh, and it's so convenient that Lunchbox died because the members of Status Quo will be spawning under their base or health pack, so they will either be going top middle or they will be going holograms, and Lunchbox will be safely able to escort this flag in as although Roy is taken out, Lunchbox should be able to get it. That is going to be a 3-0 lead for Instinct.
So 4 members down for Instinct, and we're going to see the flag now running the opposite direction. Status Quo taking it bottom middle. They're going to be porting it up to their landing, and Enable now looks as if he's going to get this in. Instinct just going to let this one go and try to assume some sort of map control, but Assault still on the landings, doing great with the sniper, and now Ace, again, running their second flag.
And actually, you know, Instinct did the exact opposite of what we expected. I know you were watching that flag cap, but Instinct actually charged into the status quo base, and they had 3 down, so status quo was able to keep control. And now we are seeing as Ogre 2 will be grabbing the evade, and the rest of the troops on Instinct will be pushing top gold, with Roy coming top middle.
Interesting. I really thought they would have backed out. You can hear their communications for the most part by Instinct when they know when they're not going to get a flag, but Roy picking up a huge triple kill. Now he's going to be hunting down Enable, grabbing the sniper, and Roy just going to take his face real quick as it looks as if Instinct threw the flag out bottom middle, but they're really not in any position to really run this.
Well, they actually just took down Flamesword. The last member alive is Ace. Ace is going to drop down. He is facing 2 members of Instinct, and they should be able to get a decent touch on this as Enable is sporadically, desperately trying to get up to the red landing. He has no shields. This flag may actually go in, and yes, it does. That is a 4-2 lead for Instinct. And Chris, we are looking at a potential Game 5 as it stands.
And it's just crazy because a lot of these normal strategies, we've seen them be using all tournament long, normal decisions. They don't seem to be making them in this game. It's almost like they each know their tournament lives are on the line. They're playing another team that's pretty much on fire with the shots, and we can just see the fast pace of this game. There's a lot of questionable decisions that seem to be working out. As we can see, Roy now is going to be running the 5th and final clap. Evading out. Oh, man, if he had done that.
It could have been sweet. So now we are seeing as the flag is on the landing, Ogre 2 is the only one in a decent position, and he is going to be stopped, ring 2, but he is going to stay alive. Ace now running a counter cap of their own. Instinct has actually got a very convenient spawn, and they spawned on their flag, but Roy is instantly taken out.
Pistola, Lunchbox, the only 2 alive. You're going to see Lunchbox try to go bottom middle with the evade and try to get up into the landing for it, but they got to be expecting it. Oh, man, and Lunchbox trying to evade to get the back smack, but a team player on status quo actually playing linebacker, blocking him, and all of a sudden now we see 4-3 as status quo is really starting to come back. But now, of course, I say that, and Pistola again running a flag bottom middle.
All 4 members down at the exact same time for status quo. Assault is coming up the red landing, but Pistola should be able to put this in. We are going to a Game 5, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, this is an awesome match here. Losers bracket round 8. Instinct answering the call of status quo and taking a look at the stats here. Just really an overall great job by Instinct. They just kept that pressure on, and the kills aren't even that ridiculous. It was all about the collective here. Taking a look, we see as I actually have no screens with it up. So we actually are not going to be taking a look at the stats, but instead we will be talking. Okay, there it is. So Lunchbox going +3, Roy going +1. Ogre 2, although he went -8, did so much dirty work in that game.
Status Quo actually outslaying Instinct during that game, but what it really came down to, Status Quo kept finding themselves in positions where all 4 were down at the exact same time, and because of that, Instinct really able to take advantage and run a few easy flag caps.